As my grandmother said when she was crowned, coronations are a declaration of our hopes for the future. And I know she's up there fondly keeping an honor, and she'll be a very proud mother. Another royal baby. But from whom, just minutes ago, the palace dropped a bombshell. A fourth baby is officially on the way. The announcement has sparked a frenzy online, but what's raising eyebrows isn't just the baby. It's the timing, the parentage rumors, and the family tension that may follow. Is this the surprise the palace was trying so hard to keep quiet? And could this shake up the royal line of succession yet again? Join us as we dive into what really led to this shocking royal reveal, and what it could mean for the monarchy's future. Kate drops a hint. Kate's recent visit to a baby store in England has sparked a lot of excitement among royal fans. She was spotted browsing in the newborn section, picking up some adorable little outfits. When someone asked if she was buying for a friend's baby, Kate just smiled mysteriously and said, "You never know." This got people thinking, could Kate be hinting at the possibility of a fourth baby for the Cambridge family? It wouldn't be too surprising if William and Kate did decide to have another child. Kate has always been very open about how much she loves being a mother. Plus, the timing might be just right. Their youngest, Prince Louis, is 7 now, so there would be a nice age gap between him and a new sibling. Kate's uncle, Gary Goldsmith, even said in an interview that he thinks 4 is the perfect number for the couple. When was the last time you spoke to Kate? We spoke to Kate for ages. Ages is how long? He believes they'd love to have 2 boys and 2 girls, and they're so great with kids that they could easily handle one more. Whenever there's a big royal event or milestone coming up, people start placing bets on what might happen. And right now, a lot of those bets are focused on whether Kate will announce a 4th pregnancy in the near future. Betting companies have reported a big increase in people putting money on a 2026 pregnancy announcement from the palace. Of course, this doesn't guarantee anything. I've seen that experiences such as homelessness, addiction, and poor mental health, but it definitely shows how excited people are about the idea of another Cambridge baby. Kate's baby store visit has definitely fueled the rumors and speculation. While she didn't confirm anything directly, her mysterious smile and comment about "you never know" have left plenty of room for people to wonder. If Kate and William do decide to expand their family, they'll have the support and enthusiasm of royal fans around the world. For now, though, everyone will just have to wait and see if the couple makes any official announcements in the coming months. Until then, guessing game continues. As people keep guessing about Kate and William's future, the royal family is already celebrating new beginnings. Could Princess Beatrix's early baby arrival be a sign that more royal baby news is coming soon? Royal baby arrives early. The British royal family celebrated a joyous arrival in early 2025 when Princess Beatrix and her husband Edoardo Mapelli Mosey welcomed their newest daughter into the world. The baby girl, who was given the elegant name Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mazzi, made her entrance on January 22, 2025, just before 1:00 in afternoon at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London. The tiny princess weighed just 4 lb and 5'0" at birth, and both mother and baby were reported to be healthy and doing well after the delivery. The choice of the name Athena raised some eyebrows among royal watchers because the family typically favors more traditional British names for their children. This particular name draws its roots from ancient Greek mythology, and I think at that stage those moments of doubt just pop into your head, where Athena was celebrated as the powerful goddess of both war and wisdom, making it a bold and distinctive choice that sets this little princess apart from her royal cousins. The decision to include Elizabeth as a middle name carried deep sentimental value, as it honored her late great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth Roman II, who passed away in September 2022 and remained beloved by the family and the nation alike. Princess Beatrix and Edoardo are already experienced parents. Little Athena joins her older sister Sienna, who was born in September 2021 and is now a toddler. The growing family brings even more joy to the extended royal household, and the proud parents express their gratitude to the hospital staff who cared for them during the birth. The couple has been sharing their happiness with close family members, and the news was met with delight from King Charles and other members of the royal family, who were informed shortly after the baby's arrival. This new addition continues the tradition of the royal family growing and evolving with each generation, and fans around the world have been celebrating the news of Athena's birth on social media. The combination of a unique first name paired with a traditional family tribute in her middle name reflects a modern approach to royal naming conventions while still honoring the past. As the family settles into life with two young daughters, royal watchers will no doubt be eager to see more glimpses of the newest member of the British royal family in the months and years to come. But just as the celebrations were reaching their peak and wishers were flooding social media with congratulations, something unusual began stirring behind palace walls that would soon capture everyone's attention. What could possibly shift the focus away from such a happy occasion? The mysterious announcement. It all started with a single line on the royal website. A formal announcement will be made at 6:00 p.m. No extra details, no hints, nothing else. For a royal family known for careful planning, this was completely unexpected. Usually, the palace gives tips to trusted journalists, but not this time. The silence itself was loud. People knew right away that something serious was happening. The media panicked. Reporters had no answers. Phones were ringing. Theories were flying. Some ideas sounded wild. Others felt too real. The sudden announcement left everyone scrambling for answers. Speculation ran wild as people tried to make sense of the unexpected news. Was a member of the royal family facing a serious health crisis? Or perhaps someone was planning a sudden departure from their royal duties. As the hours ticked by with no further clarification, the tension continued to build. It became clear that whatever was happening behind closed doors was far from business as usual. The entire world watched and waited, knowing that when the announcement finally came, it had the potential to reshape the monarchy as we knew it. In royal circles, silence like this doesn't just happen. It usually means something big. Then people notice something else. William and Kate had missed a public event earlier that day. At the time, it didn't seem important. Now, it couldn't be ignored. If this was a message from the king or queen, they would be the ones speaking. But instead, the spotlight moved toward the younger royals. At exactly 6:00 p.m., the screen lit up, but it wasn't Charles or Camilla. It was William and Kate. As the anticipation grew, all eyes turned to the younger generation of royals. Could this be the moment when William and Kate stepped forward, claimed their place as the future of the monarchy, a new direction? William and Kate sat in a simple office with no royal backdrop, throne, or guards. Yet, they held the full attention of the nation. William spoke first, skipping the usual royal greetings and history, and instead delivered a strong message that the monarchy is not just a symbol, but a responsibility. And his words carried great weight as they pointed to a new direction that was more than rebellion, while Kate followed, explaining that this moment was about trust rather than tradition. Together, showing a fresh vision of what royalty could mean, William and Kate changed what it means to be royal. With just a few words, they stood there alone without King Charles or Queen Camilla, but they showed that they could speak for something more important than just themselves. William and Kate weren't asking people to follow them blindly. Instead, they promised to be honest and truthful. Having been lucky enough to meet some of our country's amazing charities and organizations, even when it's hard in a world where secrets are often kept, this was a powerful thing to do. Right after that moment, Kate did something even more amazing and heartfelt that took everyone by surprise. She stood before the gathered crowd and formally announced the creation of the Diana Initiative, a brand new program that would carry forward the late princess's most cherished values and beliefs. This wasn't just a simple memorial or a way to remember Princess Diana's life and legacy. Though honoring her memory was certainly part of it, it was something much deeper and more meaningful than that. Because Kate had designed it as a practical way to make Diana's dreams come true and bring her vision for a better world into reality, the initiative would focus on helping people who were struggling and needed support, just like Diana always wanted to do during her years of compassionate service. Kate explained that the program would reach out to those who felt forgotten or overlooked by society, providing them with resources and hope, because that was exactly the kind of work that had meant so much to Diana. Throughout her life, the Diana Initiative wasn't just about remembering Princess Diana with flowers at Kensington Palace or having special events in August. It was about making her voice matter again. In a big way, over time, Diana's story had been made less important and turned into something from the past, but Kate wanted to change that. Kate's determination to honor Diana's legacy showed that she wanted more than symbolic gestures. She wanted lasting change. Could her push to turn memory into action be the spark that reshapes the future of the royal family? the Diana Initiative. Kate wanted the Diana Initiative to be a powerful force for good, built on the same values that made Diana so loved. These weren't just words. They would guide everything the charity did. Kindness, honesty, and always putting people first were at the heart of the plan. Kate didn't just lend her name to the Diana Initiative. She was the one making it happen, involved in every part of charity's work. By taking a hands-on approach, Kate showed she was truly committed to making a difference in people's lives. She was ready to lead the way and redefine what it means to be royal in today's world. From day one, Kate made her intentions clear. There would be no glitz, no glamour, and no staged photo ops. Instead, she promised to go where the real work was needed, to women's shelters, underprivileged neighborhoods, and other places where help was scarce but desperately necessary. Kate vowed to be present, to listen, and to connect with people in a genuine way. Her goal wasn't to grab headlines or bask in the spotlight. It was to sit with those who had survived hardships, to hear the stories of struggling families, and to understand their challenges on a human level. Kate was determined to show up and do the right thing, even when the cameras weren't rolling. Kate's way of doing things was very different from the usual royal style. Today, more people feel empowered to talk about their mental health than ever before. This is a major step. People could tell she wasn't just trying to look important. She truly wanted to help. Her close, hands-on approach reminded many of Princess Diana because she spent time with people who needed support, listening to their stories and understanding their struggles. At the same time, Kate added something new. Through the Diana Initiative, she was able to spread this kind of caring work to more people and give it a stronger, lasting foundation. Kate wasn't stepping into Diana's shoes. She was building her own path, one inspired by Diana, but shaped for today's world. What made it even more powerful? Kate wasn't doing this from the outside like Diana once had. She was doing it from within the royal system that gave the whole project real strength. Diana had used kindness to push back. Kate was using it to lead. Support rolled in fast. Social media lit up with praise, calling Kate the people's queen. This wasn't only about remembering the past. It was about watching a future queen take action now, long before she wears the crown. Still, not everyone was pleased. The one person who didn't seem to celebrate was the queen consort. Reaction to the bold initiative. The Diana Initiative didn't just make the news. It spread across the world and got people excited. Social media was full of praise, with many calling Kate the new people's queen. Reporters didn't crown her with jewels. They crowned her with trust, and it felt like a moment that mattered everywhere. Inside the palace, though, things were strangely quiet. King Charles and Queen Camilla said nothing. No praise, no support. That silence spoke louder than any words could, and it made the atmosphere tense. Behind the scenes, King Charles was caught off guard as he tried to settle into his role as king. Attention suddenly shifted away from him. The public wasn't looking at the monarch anymore. They were looking at William and Kate. Their new project didn't just feel fresh. It felt real. Getting some jumping. No, not at all. No, 'cause we were out there with friends and things, so I really didn't expect it at all. It connected with people in a way the usual royal events hadn't in years. Camilla, though, was deeply unsettled. She had worked hard for years to move past the scandals and gain respect. But now Diana's name was back and stronger than ever. Kate wasn't trying to attack anyone, but the Diana Initiative brought back memories and reopened old wounds. Some people at the palace started talking about how Kate had done things differently. She didn't follow the usual rules or ask for anyone's approval. She just did what she thought was right, and that made some people nervous. Camilla wanted to bring the Diana Initiative under the palace's control. She thought it needed to be toned down and managed more carefully. But the royal advisors told her that trying to take over would be a bad idea. Instead of celebrating or supporting the Diana Initiative, the kind and queen consort chose to stay silent. No public statements, no social media posts, nothing. It seemed they were hoping the whole thing would just quietly disappear, but William saw right through it. He understood that this wasn't just a passing moment. It was a carefully planned move when he told his close aide, "This isn't a discussion. It's a strategy," he said, making it clear that he was fully committed to this path. William wasn't interested in seeking the palace's blessing or approval. He had a vision and a purpose, and he was determined to see it through. By pushing forward decisively, he showed that he was ready to lead the monarchy in a new direction with or without the old guard's support. Rising tensions. Charles and William were both feeling the strain, even if they didn't show it publicly. For Charles, it felt like the attention was moving away from him. He confessed to those close to him, "The spotlight is gone." He wasn't angry about it, just a bit sad. On the other hand, William was feeling hurt by his dad's lack of support. He wasn't out to destroy the monarchy. He truly believed he was trying to secure its future, but Charles's silence made it seem like he didn't understand or approve of what William was doing. It was a tough situation for both of them, navigating the changing dynamic within the family and the expectations of the public. Queen Camilla is usually quite calm, but at a recent charity event, she got a bit sharp when someone asked her about the Diana Initiative. She said, "The monarchy has always been dedicated to serving the people. I mean, it was wonderful, the reception. You know, I couldn't believe how warm. We don't need to bring up the past to show that." Her words spread quickly and made a lot of people feel uneasy. Many thought she was criticizing the Diana Initiative and the way it used Princess Diana's name. Within just a few hours, the comment was all over social media and in the newspapers. The public didn't like the sound of it at all, and you can bet Kate noticed too. Camilla's response came across as dismissive and out of touch, by suggesting that invoking Diana's legacy was unnecessary. She seemed to be minimizing the importance of the princess's work and the emotional connection people still feel to her. It was a misstep that only heightened the tension between the palace old guard and the new generation of royals. In just a few sentences, Camilla had managed to widen the rift between herself and Kate, and between the traditional monarchy and the public's desire for a more modern, compassionate royal family. Her sharp tone and apparent disregard for the significance of the Diana Initiative struck a nerve, and it was clear there would be consequences. This moment was a turning point, crystallizing the growing divide within the palace walls and foreshadowing the battles to come. Kate, for her part, was certainly taking note of Camilla's public stance. It was a sign that she would need to be strategic and resolute in her efforts to carry Diana's legacy forward, even in the face of resistance from old guard. Kate, who is usually calm and careful with her words, spoke thoughtfully at the Diana Initiative event later that week. She said, "This work isn't about the past. It's about the future we build together." She didn't mention anyone directly, but people understood what she meant. Her words weren't angry, yet they showed she was standing firm. Soon, tabloids began spreading stories about a royal split, with rumors of tension inside the palace. Sources close to Camilla said she felt cornered, upset by how the initiative had taken over the royal spotlight. Without clear support or unity, the press filled the gaps. A few days later, things came to a head at Clarence's house, a private showdown. King Charles was feeling frustrated and left out. He called a private meeting with William and some of his most trusted advisors to get to the bottom of the situation. Charles wanted to know why he hadn't been kept in the loop about the Diana Initiative. In his view, William had gone against the usual rules and procedures by not fully informing him about the plans. But William wasn't about to back down. He looked his father in the eye and said, "Both current and future generations and those whose memory must not be neglected. This isn't about following protocol, Dad. It's about doing what's necessary to ensure the monarchy survives into the future." William's words hung in the air, revealing the widening gap between the two generations. Charles was still holding onto the traditional ways of doing things, the methods he'd learned and followed his entire life. William, on the other hand, recognized that the world was changing. He believed the monarchy needed to adapt if it was going to remain relevant and respected. The meeting ended in a stalemate. Neither side was willing to budge from their position. Charles, feeling defeated and unheard, left the room without saying another word. The silence was heavy with unresolved tension. In the days that followed, the rift between father and son began to play out in the public eye. Reports started to surface, painting very different pictures of the situation. Sources close to Charles suggested that William was being reckless and impulsive, making decisions that could damage the monarchy's reputation. William's team countered these narratives by speaking to friendly journalists. They argued that Charles was out of touch with the modern world, stubbornly clinging to outdated ideas. As the back and forth played out in the media, it became increasingly clear that this was more than just a disagreement between father and son. It was a fundamental power struggle, a battle for control over the future direction of the monarchy. William, resolute in his conviction, instructed his team to press forward with the Diana Initiative, regardless of any pushback from the palace's old guard. He was determined to bring his vision to life with or without his father's blessing. Charles, in a rare moment of vulnerability, confided in a close friend, saying, "I've spent my entire life preparing for this role, learning how to lead the monarchy. Now I feel like it's all slipping through my fingers, generating uncertainties across the continents with regards to peace and stability." The words carried a mix of sadness, frustration, and perhaps even a hint of envy. Charles was watching his son take the reins, charting a new course for the institution he had dedicated his life to serving. It was a bittersweet realization, one that would test the strength of their relationship and the resilience of the monarchy itself in the days to come. A personal argument had become a symbol of something much bigger, the struggle for the monarchy's future. Was it really about change? When the Diana Initiative was first announced, it looked like a turning point for the royal family. Social media lit up with praise. Hashtags like Nishana People's Royals and Diana Initiative flooded the internet. Crowds gathered outside Kensington Palace, not in protest, but with flowers, handwritten notes, and hope. It felt like the people finally had a royal family that understood them. But now some are asking, was this really about change, or was it about power? The initiative promised to carry on Princess Diana's legacy with compassion, transparency, and action. And at first, it looked genuine. Kate visited shelters, and William sat in climate talks, not giving speeches, but listening like everyone else. The public loved it. Donations poured into related charities. Volunteers signed up by the thousands. But behind the scenes and away from the public eye, the reaction inside the palace walls was very different from the celebration happening outside, and William and Kate knew it perfectly well because they had made this decision with full awareness of what it would mean. They had deliberately bypassed the traditional royal system and all its usual protocols, launching a massive public movement and announcing it to the world without first telling King Charles or Queen Camilla about their plans. It wasn't just bold and daring, it was carefully calculated and thought through from every angle. Suddenly, William and Kate weren't just popular, they were unstoppable. The Diana Initiative wasn't just a tribute, it became a weapon in a quiet war for control. Insiders say William and Kate didn't just want to modernize the monarchy, they wanted to remake it in their image, and to do that, they had to push people out. Harry and Meghan were the first. Their voices were too bold, too emotional, and too independent. Once they were gone, there was room to build something new, and now with Charles battling cancer and Camilla clinging to her position, William and Kate are quietly stepping into power, not by waiting, but by acting. They've made themselves the center of everything, the face of charity, the voice of the people, and the future of the crown. But they've also done it on their own terms, ignoring traditions, skipping palace approval, and cutting out anyone who doesn't fit their plan. To the public, it looks like a service. To palace insiders, it's a strategy. They're not just rewriting the monarchy. They're replacing it slowly, quietly, and without asking for permission. The power struggle within the royal family has reached a tipping point. William and Kate's bold moves have put them on a fast track to the throne, but not without controversy. Their actions raise deep questions about the future of the monarchy. Can the royal family truly change from within? Or will old traditions prove too strong? And what will happen to those who don't fit into William and Kate's vision? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.